Have you ever heard a story that just breaks your heart? I used to go to this comic shop, and the owner there, he knew everything going on in the area. Super nice guy. He remembered all his regulars and would ask about you if he hadn't seen you in a while. A lot of people grew up with his shop, so he's got plenty of stories. One day, he told me about this regular from years back. The guy disappeared for a few months, and when he finally came back, the owner was like, "Hey, man, haven't seen you in a while, what's up?" The regular told him he'd been going through a divorce, he had to move, and it was a whole mess. So naturally, the owner asked, "Why'd you get divorced?" The guy said he caught his wife cheating. Here's the kicker. He picked up a second part-time job as a pizza delivery driver to save up for her dream vacation. He kept it a secret to surprise her. For 6 months, all the extra money went toward that trip. Then one night, he delivered a pizza to a motel ... and we were at a friend's barbecue house, and my girlfriend, Lisa, was talking to one of my buddies, Tom. It was just casual conversation at first, but then I noticed the way they were looking at each other. It was a look I knew well, a look that said more than words ever could. A spark passed between them, a shared understanding that made my blood run cold. I tried to brush it off, telling myself I was imagining things. But then Tom put his hand on Lisa's arm, and she didn't pull away. They laughed at something he said, a private joke I wasn't a part of. In that moment, I felt like an outsider, like I was watching something I shouldn't be seeing. A knot formed in my throat. I knew something was going on between them. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Narinig mo na ba ang kwentong sobrang imposible pero totoo pala? Yung nanay ng kaibigan ko, may matagal ng karelasyon. Nagpakasal pa nga sila at nagplano ng kanilang kasal. Yung lalaki, isang senior director sa isang kumpanya at palaging sinasabi na pumupunta siya abroad para sa trabaho. Isang araw, nagka-heart attack siya. Nang dumating ang nanay ng kaibigan ko sa ospital, nandoon na ang asawa at 2 anak ng lalaki. Doon nalaman ng nanay niya ang totoo. May asawa na pala at buong pamilya yung lalaki. Lahat ng beses na sinabi niyang nasa abroad siya para magtrabaho, umuuwi lang pala siya sa totoong pamilya niya. Follow me for part 2.
Have you ever heard a story that just breaks your heart? I used to go to this comic shop, and the owner there, he knew everything going on in the area. Super nice guy. He remembered all his regulars and would ask about you if he hadn't seen you in a while. A lot of people grew up with his shop, so he's got plenty of stories. One day, he told me about this regular from years back. The guy disappeared for a few months. And when he finally came back, the owner was like, "Hey man, haven't seen you in a while, what's up?" The regular told him he'd been going through a divorce. He had to move, and it was a whole mess. So naturally, the owner asked, "Why'd you get divorced?" The guy said he caught his wife cheating. Here's the kicker. He'd picked up a second part-time job as a pizza delivery driver to save up for her dream vacation. He kept it a secret to surprise her. For 6 months, all the extra money went toward that trip. Then one night, he delivered a pizza to a motel. And she was there. The guy she was cheating with answered the door, and she was standing right next to him. The regular said he quit the job on the spot, went home, packed his stuff, and left town that same night. Follow me for part 2.
May lumang salamin kami sa bahay na galing pa sa lola ko. Sabi nila wag daw itong titingnan ng matagal sa gabi. Pero isang gabi habang nag-aayos ako ng sarili ko, napansin ko na parang may gumalaw sa likod ko sa salamin. Paglingon ko, wala naman. Pagtingin ko ulit sa salamin, nakita ko ang isang babae na nakatayo sa likod ko. Hindi ko siya kilala. Nakatingin lang siya sa akin, walang emosyon. Sobrang natakot ako. Napatili ako at napaatras. Pagtingin ko ulit sa salamin, wala na siya. Pero ramdam ko pa rin yung lamig sa likod ko. Simula noon, tinakpan ko na yung salamin at hindi na ako tumitingin doon. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
The music was loud, the room crowded. I was at a party with my friends, but my boyfriend, Ben, couldn't make it because of work. I was having a good time, but I missed him. Then I saw him, across the room, laughing and talking with another girl. My stomach twisted. It wouldn't have been so bad, but he had his arm around her. They looked close to close. I watched them, frozen, as they leaned in towards each other. My heart sank as I realized what was happening. He was kissing her. In that moment, everything changed. The noise of the party faded away. and all I could hear was the sound of my own heart breaking. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Some secrets don't stay buried forever, and it's time he faced the truth.
Hey, how's Japan? You doing okay?
I'm fine.
You've been distant. I know losing your mom has been hard, but I'm still here for you.
Are you? Were you ever there for her?
What are you talking about?
I know, Dad. About her, about all of it. You think I wouldn't notice? The late nights, the excuses, the sudden work trips.
Listen, it wasn't like that.
Then what was it like? Tell me. Explain how you cheated on your dying wife.
I made mistakes. I was lonely.
She was lonely. And she still stayed loyal to you.
Follow for part 2.
Nasabi ko na ba ito sa'yo? Sobrang nakakagulat, kailangan ulitin. Habang nasa deployment kami sa ibang bansa, nakatanggap ang kaibigan ko ng Dear John letter mula sa fiancé niya. Hindi lang siya iniwan, nagpadala pa siya ng litrato, kasama ang ibang lalaki para lalo siyang saktan, pero imbes na ma-depress, gumawa ng paraan ang kaibigan ko para makaganti. Ginawa niyang Christmas cards ang litrato at pinadala sa buong pamilya ng fiancé niya. Mga 6 na linggo ang lumipas at nagsimulang dumating ang mga sulat at galit na tawag sa command. Pinatawag siya para magpaliwanag. Ipinakita niya ang sulat at litrato sa mga opisyal. Galit na galit sila pero hindi sa kanya. Walang parusa na binigay sa kanya. Follow me for part 2.
Huwag ka muna mag-scroll. May ikwekwento lang ako. Alam mo, sa lahat ng bagay na nawala sa akin, siya yung pinakamahirap tanggapin. Ang sakit kasi lalo na kapag alam mong hindi ikaw ang dahilan kung bakit siya umalis. Nung una, okay naman kami. Sweet siya, maalaga, parang wala nang kulang. Pero napansin ko, unti-unti siyang nagbago. Madalas na siyang tahimik, parang laging may iniisip. Tinanong ko siya, pero lagi niyang sinasabi, wala to, pagod lang ako. Pinaniwalaan ko kasi mahal ko siya. Hanggang isang araw, habang naghuhugas ako ng plato, iniwan niya ang phone niya sa mesa. Nag-pop up yung message. Namimiss na kita, kailan ulit tayo magkikita? Bumagal lahat ng paligid ko. Nanginginig yung kamay ko habang binabasa ko yung thread. Hindi ko alam kung mas iiyak ako sa sakit or tatawa sa sarili kong kahinaan. Akala ko sapat na ako. Pero mali pala. Pagbalik niya, nakita niya akong hawak yung phone niya. Hindi siya nagalit. Wala siyang sinabi. Tumulo lang yung luha niya. At doon ko naramdaman hindi na talaga ako yung mahal niya. Hit the follow and like button.
Here's a quick story of how I lost a best friend. Over the summer at a music festival, my friend's wife tried to have sex with me twice. I was the third wheel with my friend and his wife. There were supposed to be more people, but everyone else bailed. The first night, she was super flirty, complimenting how good I looked, shotgunning beers, and taking shots with me. Later, I woke up in the middle of the night to her in my bed, kissing me all over. I don't remember anything else after that. The next day, I tried to keep my distance, but she wouldn't stop flirting. That night, she was glued to my side taking selfies, following me everywhere. Back at the Airbnb, she kept trying to get me to go to sleep while everyone else was outside. I ignored her and the weekend ended. Eventually, I told my friend we're no longer in contact, blocked on everything, and they're still together. Sometimes I think maybe I should have just gone along with it. At least I would have gotten something out of it. Follow me for part 2.
What could your partner have done to make you want to just confess? I haven't been able to sleep. It's ruining my health and my relationship. I feel like if there was anything to make me believe in their ability to be honest, we could at least begin to move forward. But I don't have that. I wasn't told. I found out he had dating apps. He said nothing happened. He said he was going to tell me, but he didn't. And he blames me for it. Then, I found out he was contacting escorts. He says he can't remember and doesn't think anything happened. There's a medical reason he might not remember, but it still hurts so much. Now, he's on another solo trip, and I'm here broken. I hate myself. I don't feel good or confident about anything anymore. If he really loved me, he wouldn't have let me find out like this. He wouldn't have blamed me. What could I do to make him tell me the truth? How do I even know it's the truth? Not knowing hurts more than if he just told me he cheated. I think I want to end this, but I need the truth. Follow me for part 2.
Nako mga bes, kwento ko sa inyo, siguradong mapapatawa kayo. Imagine nyo, linggo ng umaga, ready na akong magsimba. Nakasuot na ako ng best kong damit, planchado, mabango, parang pupunta ng party. Tapos pagtingin ko sa panan ko, nawawala ang isang tsinelas ko. Isang tsinelas lang! Hanap ako ng hanap. Sa ilalim ng sofa, sa likod ng kurtina, kahit sa loob ng ref sinilip ko, wala talaga. Parang magic na biglang nawala. Tapos, anong nakita ko? Yung pusa namin, si Mingming, nakaupo sa tabi ng paso parang walang nangyari. Pagtingin ko sa paso, doon pala nakatago yung tsinelas ko! Ginawang pugad ni Mingming. Grabe, natatawa na lang ako. Kaya ayon, late ako sa simba, pero at least nahanap ko yung tsinelas ko, kahit medyo may amoy pusa na. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Nasabi ko na ba to sa'yo? Sobrang nakakagulat, kailangan ulitin. Habang nasa deployment kami sa ibang bansa, nakatanggap ang kaibigan ko ng Dear John letter mula sa fiancé niya. Hindi lang siya iniwan, nagpadala pa siya ng litrato kasama ang ibang lalaki para lalo siyang saktan. Pero imbes na ma-depress, gumawa ng paraan ng kaibigan ko para makaganti. Ginawa niyang Christmas cards ang litrato at pinadala sa buong pamilya ng fiancé niya. Mga 6 na linggo ang lumipas at nagsimulang dumating ang mga sulat at galit na tawag sa command. Pinatawag siya para magpaliwanag. Ipinakita niya ang sulat at litrato sa mga opisyal. Galit na galit sila pero hindi sa kanya. Walang parusa na binigay sa kanya. Follow me for part 2.
Part 1. Got deleted for not being slutty enough, but so many of you wanted a part 2. Read this before it's gone, or check the other sub for updates. I had so many messages asking what happened next. So let's pick up where we left off. She started texting me more. Thanks for the ride, XX. Then, can't wait, XX, the next morning. More kisses? Maybe this was normal now? I pulled up outside her house and she was standing there in skin-tight leggings, a short jacket that stopped way above her ass. Her thong was clear as day. She bent over, caught me staring, and smirked. She got in and said, "Take a picture, it'll last longer." The car ride was normal, but things started shifting. More flirty comments. Deeper conversations. Then, out of nowhere, she told me she used to be an escort. I froze. Not because I judged her, but because my mind went wild. She panicked. I shouldn't have said anything. I thought you wouldn't judge me. I snapped out of it. I don't. Honestly, I'm not surprised guys paid just to look at that ass. She laughed, smacked my arm, but didn't move her hand. You weren't just having naughty thoughts about me, were you? Her touch, her voice. I was instantly rock hard, and I know she felt it. Then, at work, she came into my office, bent over my desk, her thong peeking out. I couldn't look away. And then, she sat down, right on my lap. "That's better," she said, shifting just enough to make sure I felt her. A coworker walked by and saw us. I snapped back to reality, grabbed her hips, and lifted her off me. She gasped, and at that moment, I knew. She wanted me. And damn, I wanted her too. But what happened next? Follow me for part 2.
MG kaibigan, share kaulan itong nakakaiya pero nakakatawan nangyari sa akin sa palengke. Pumunta ako para bumili ng isda. Siyempre, para makamura, kailangan tumawad, DBA? So, tinanong ko yung tindera, magkano po itong isda, sabi niya, 100 po. Sabi ko naman, ay, ate, pwede po bangot sentanalan? Tapos, bigla akong nadulas. Boom! Sakto sarapin tindera eten maraming tao. Lahat sila nakatingin sa akin. Yo iba nagpipigil ng tawa, yo iba naman tinutulungan akong tumayo. Sobrang niya ko. Tapos, yung tindera, imbes na magalit, tumawa rin. Sabi niya, sige na, iyo, 80 na lang para sa nadulas. Kaya yun, nakabili ako ng isda, pero grabe yung kaiyan ko. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Hey guys! I want to tell you about some awesome things about the Philippines. It's a country full of surprises. Fact number 1, they speak Filipino and English. So, you can probably understand some people if you go there. Fact number 2, they love to sing and dance. Karaoke is super popular there, so get ready to belt out your favorite tunes. Fact number 3, they have some amazing festivals. One of the most famous is called Sinulog, and it's full of colorful costumes and dancing. Fact number 4, the Philippines is home to some amazing natural wonders. They have underground rivers, beautiful rice terraces, and even chocolate hills. And fact number 5, Filipinos are known for being very friendly and hospitable. They'll make you feel right at home. It's definitely a place worth visiting. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Simula nang magtrabaho si Ana sa bagong kumpanya, parang nagbago na siya. Madalas siyang gabihin at parang wala na siyang oras para sa akin. Dati-rati kwentuhan kami bago matulog, pero ngayon pagod na raw siya at gusto nang magpahinga. Isang gabi, hindi ako mapakali. May kutob ako na may mali. Sinundan ko siya. Nakita ko siyang pumasok sa isang maliit na coffee shop. Hindi siya nag-iisa. Kasama niya si Miguel, yung bagong katrabaho niya. Nagtatawanan sila, nagkukulitan, parang walang ibang tao sa paligid. Nakita ko kung paano siya tingnan ni Miguel, yung tingin na puno ng paghanga at higit pa doon. Nakita ko rin ang pagtugon ni Ana sa mga tingin na yon. Isang ngiting matagal ko nang hindi nakita sa kanya. Umupo sila sa isang sulok, at kahit hindi ko naririnig ang kanilang pinag-uusapan, ramdam ko ang tensyon sa pagitan nila. Ang kanilang mga kamay ay halos magkadikit sa ibabaw ng mesa. Alam ko na, sa mga sandaling iyon, may nangyayari na higit pa sa pagkakaibigan. Hindi ko na kinailangan pang makita ang iba pa. Sapat na ang mga nakita ko para durugin ang puso ko. Umuwi akong mag-isa, puno ng sakit at pagtataka. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko siya haharapin kinabukasan. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Do you know what it feels like to watch someone drift away? It's like trying to hold onto water, it just slips through your fingers, no matter how tight you grip. He was sitting on the couch tonight, smiling at his phone. I asked him, "What's so funny?" He looked up for a second, said, "Just a meme," and went right back to typing. But it wasn't just a meme. I knew that. I waited until he fell asleep, my chest aching. I told myself I was being paranoid, but when I opened his phone, there it was, her name, their messages, the little hearts he used to send me. I stared at the screen, trying to breathe, trying not to cry aloud. He was right there, sleeping peacefully, while I was breaking into pieces. How long had I been losing him without even knowing? Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
So, you really think it's worth it, throwing everything away for a quick fling?
What are you talking about now? You're always so high and mighty.
I'm talking about your coworker, the one you're sneaking around with while your wife's at home, trusting you.
It's not that serious. You wouldn't understand. Sometimes you just need something new.
New? You've got a wife who loves you, a family who trusts you, and you're willing to wreck it all for what? Lust. That's all it is. Temporary.
Man, not everyone's life is perfect like yours.
Perfect, no. But I have something real. Love, respect, trust, things you can't buy back once they're gone.
You don't get it. You don't know what it's like to want more.
You're right, I don't. Because I'd rather die than lose my wife's love and respect. You're throwing yours away, one cheap thrill at a time.
Whatever, man, you're just judging me.
No, I'm done. I can't be friends with someone who doesn't value the people who love them. You're a dirtbag, and I hope your wife realizes she deserves better.
Seriously, you're ending this over some personal crap.
Yeah, good riddance. Find someone else who'll cheer you on while you destroy your life.
Alam niyo ba may nakita akong hindi ko dapat nakita kahapon? Naglilinis ako ng kwarto namin ni Mark, ang asawa ko, nang makita ko ang isang picture na nakatago sa ilalim ng kanyang mga damit. Kinuha ko ito at tiningnan. Isang picture niya kasama ang isang babae. Nakayakap sila sa isa't isa at pareho silang nakangiti. Hindi ko kilala yung babae. Parang kinurot ang puso ko. Sino siya? Bakit may picture sila na ganon? Biglang bumalik sa isip ko yung mga panahong madalas. Siyang wala sa bahay dahil daw sa trabaho. Ngayon parang naintindihan ko na ang lahat. Hit the follow and like button for part 2.
Hey there. Let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind. Money, training, and lifestyle. You see, life isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating it. Picture this. Every dollar you earn is a step toward your dreams, and every drop of sweat in the gym is a brick in the foundation of your future. It's time to stop making excuses and start making moves. Whether you're working a 9-to-5, hustling on your side gig, or training for that big event, remember that consistency is key. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Set your goals, break them down into actionable steps, and tackle them one day at a time. Imagine waking up every morning with a purpose, knowing that each effort you put in today is paving the way for your success tomorrow. So, invest in yourself, read that book, hit the gym, save that extra dollar. Your lifestyle reflects your mindset, and a growth mindset will catapult you to heights you've only dreamed of. Surround yourself with positivity, eliminate distractions, and stay focused on your vision. Remember, the road to success isn't always easy, But every challenge you face is just another opportunity to grow stronger. So let's rise up, take control of our finances, train our bodies and minds, and create a lifestyle we can be proud of. You've got this. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Hit the follow button and comment success, and I will send a full guide to become successful.